morning, everyone.
Morning, ma'am.
Yeah. So, in previous session, we are talking about, we discussed about the livelihood and struggles of urban workers. In this lesson, we discussed many points about the permanent workers, contract workers, so on and so forth, and the rights of workers also we discussed, right to productive and the right to take leisure and rest, income security, work security, right to employment safe. So these are all the workers, they'll ensure their rights. These are all we came across. And also, now let us talk about the informal work of the workers. So in previous session, I explained about what is formal and what is informal. Okay, with all the examples, related examples. Now, let us know about the what is the actual meaning of informal work of the workers. You take any other state like Telangana or take total state into consideration. The population is rapidly increasing day by day. The population is increasing rapidly day by day. So, when population is increasing, do you think the people, those who are existing, those who are living in the country, are they comfortable with their own life? No, they cannot. Why they are not comfortable? Because of various reasons. Because of various reasons. Some people may have job, some people may not have, and some people's jobs are very secured jobs, and some people will be under the assumption that one day or the other when we are going to lose our job. By having such kind of feeling, few people are living in the leading their life. But the ultimate motto of each and every person is to earn the money. Earn the money. Whether they have to do work or somebody they have to do their own work which is related to their own company or whatever it is, and some people they have to work in few factories, few industries or few companies. Okay, so the people those who are working in factories or industries all are registered with the government. All are registered with the government. But when point comes to informal work means nothing but, as I said, there are so many people. Rapidly, the population in the country is increasing day by day, and most of the people equally shifting their houses from towns to cities. So, the people, those who are living in villages, the population is day by day is decreasing because they wanted city life. They wanted to live a fashion life. Many reasons are there. And even those who are living in towns and villages, there is no scope of doing agriculture because of encroachment or whatever you take. Okay. So many reasons are there behind. If a person is well educated, he is not getting an opportunity, he is not getting a suitable job to do, then what to do then? A man cannot sit without doing work, isn't it? A man cannot, a man, it's ladies, sometimes they'll be at home also, it doesn't matter. But when point comes to a male person, that is a man, he cannot remain himself, he cannot restricted himself to the house without doing any work. If he is at home, the total house will be at home. No food, no water, nothing. Somehow or the other, a man has to earn the money. He has to work. So, sometimes what happens, whatever his qualification, whatever he studied, he has to do the job or he has to do the work which is irrelevant. Irrelevant means nothing but which is not related to his qualification. Irrelevant means nothing but which is not related, which is not suitable according to his qualification. he has to survive the family. Is there any alternative to survive the family?
No.
Nothing. Unless and until if I'll get a suitable job according to my qualification, I won't work. If such kind of mentality will carry by a person, by a man, do you think that family is going to sustain? Obviously not. So, at any cost, he has to run the show. He has to run the show in the sense he has to run his family. One way or the other, he has to find the opportunities wherever the job opportunities are there, which is not suitable to him, he has to. So, probably when there are no job opportunities in villages and towns, the people are rapidly shifting from towns to cities. So, even in the city also, the same scenario. There are no job opportunities. Complete recession is going on. Okay. In such case, what they have to do? They are engaging themselves in odd jobs. Odd, ODD. Odd means what? Which is not regular. Which is not regular. So, in such case, what happened? Nowadays, in olden days, only male persons used to do the job. Women are not allowed to come out of the kitchen room or come out of the house. Such kind of traditions and restrictions were there towards the women. Okay, but nowadays in 21st century,
Continue.
so we are, what I said, few men and few people, when they are coming and shifting to the cities, they are not getting their equal or sufficient job where they can earn money easily. Okay, according to their qualification also, when they are not getting sufficient income or related job, and unfortunately these people are doing some odd jobs. Odd jobs means nothing but which is not regular. Which is not regular. Okay, to make you understand in a better way, I'll give one more example for the word odd. Here, here 4 words I have given. Okay, I want to make you to understand in a better way. Odd, the meaning of odd. Tiger, lion, python and rose. Okay, if I am asking you to pick out any one odd word from these 4, which is the odd word?
Rose.
Rose. How can you say that rose is an odd word?
Because of tiger, lion, python, these are all undercomes crucial animals.
Wild animals. Okay. So these 3 are animals and this comes under the category of a flower. So majority we have to take into consideration, and which is the odd one that we have to pick. So that is the meaning of odd. So here also, when point comes to our informal work, the person, the people, those who are shifting themselves to the cities in search of jobs, when there are no certain opportunities, certain job opportunities in cities also, unfortunately, these people are making them to do certain odd jobs which is not regular. Odd jobs means, let us take for example, whether men or women, whomever they are, few people are working within the home. Working within the home. They are making their own schedule. They are making their own schedule, like morning, early morning, they decided to distribute newspapers. Okay, 6 to 7 distribution of newspaper is completed. Then later 7 to 9 or up to 10:30, they'll work in any tea stall or any tiffin center. Till 9:30, 10, that job will complete. After that, they'll work in any supermarket. Okay. Night time, they'll cook in any one house. So these are called different kinds of jobs a person is doing in a different way. So somehow or the other, if he wants to sustain himself in cities also normally expenditure will be high. Even if you want to take any house on a rent basis also, not less than 10,000, the house rent will be. Okay. So to survive all such things, what is the main? Money, vitamin M need by each and every person. That is nothing but money. So a person made himself to earn the money in different kind of activities which are not registered with the government, which is not registered with the government. Suppose take for example, most of the people, most of the ladies especially, by being at home, they are running boutiques, okay, and they are weaving the cloths, stitching the cloths, okay, and making papads, okay, making papads, and even agarbattis also they'll manufacture. Depends on rolling. Rolling means nothing but the sarees which goes with it is certain kind of dry wash. Okay, so these are all kind of works which are not registered with the government. It is not necessary that if you want to cook anything or if you want to sell anything. Suppose take for example, any one of you is a best cook. You prepare what is that? Any pickles, mutton or chicken or whatever you take, even curries also. So you will you had a talk with you'll decide to cook something, and if you want to sell that products to one shop, okay, that agreement was there in between both of you. There you no need to go and approach the government that I want to do this kind of work, I need permission from the government, then only I can do. So such kind of permissions are not needed for few works here. The works what I said right now, stitching cloths, picot or fall, blouses stitching, okay, weaving and pottery, whatever. So many kinds of activities are there which are not registered with the government, and it is not compulsory and it is not necessary to register with the government. So these are all works are called as informal workers. Informal work. These are all called as work. What? Informal work. A person is working in DMart or any supermarket. Okay. That person should not take permission with the government that I wanted to do work in a supermarket. I want to work in a dry cleaning shop. I want to manufacture papads at my home. No need to take any permission for such kind of works which are called as informal work. Formal work means nothing but vice versa. Suppose take for example, if you want to start any liquor shop, there you need government permission. It should be recognized. Okay, if you want to run the school, government should recognize that you are eligible person to run the school for this class to this class. So these are all called as formal works. Where informal works like weaving, stitching cloths, selling the products, cooking the products, and doing cooking in somebody's house, making of agarbattis. Okay, so such kind of works you no need to take any permission from the government or anyone. If you are capable by doing all such works, if you have capacity, if you are skilled person, then you can do any work according to your choice. So these are all called as a informal work. Okay, so there are few organizations also there where we where the government taking government permission or government concern is not necessary. There are so many organizations led in the year 1971. One organization was started which is called as Self-Employed Women's Association. What is that? SEWA. The abbreviation of SEWA, Self-Employed Women's Association. Self-Employed Women's Association. Self-Employed Women's Association means nothing but in previous sessions we came to know. So in previous sessions we discussed about the unions. The people, the workers, those who are working in factories and industries, if they wanted to discuss about the problems, whatever it is, whether it is about machines, whether it is about their salaries or increments or so on and so forth, they'll form one association which is called as trade union. And that trade union will be led by one person who is called as a trade union leader. Okay, that is all formal work. So they need some trade unions to discuss, and even some factories, it's not necessary that every factory and every industry can maintain or can manage or can form trade union or workers union. It is not necessary. Few factories will not allow to form the association also. Few factories, they won't allow the workers to form an association or to form a union, because they will be threatened by the workers always. If they are not in a position to accept the demands of the workers, what will happen? The factory will shut down. Automatically, they will be on strike. If the management or the owner of the company will not accept their demands, obviously that factory is going to be shut down for few days, until and unless they'll accept their demands. So, when it will happen? If trade union is formed in certain factory, then only it is possible. But few factories are also there. Wantedly, they won't allow workers to form the association to get rid of such kind of problems. Okay, either they'll accept the demands,
No.
they won't accept. Okay, and if they are not working properly in a factory, what factory people will do? They'll remove immediately from their works. So who will be the sufferer here? Ultimately, the workers will suffer. So that's the reason few factories won't allow to form association to, for they are not in a position to face such kind of problems. So that's the reason they won't allow. When point comes to informal work, the people those who are doing by being at home, like weaving, dry cleaning, or whatever you take, pottery work, making pickles and sell it to the other shops, okay, and gardening work, stitching the cloths. So many works will comes into consideration like informal work. Preparing papads and agarbattis and the dhoop sticks, these are all called as informal work. Here, there is no chance to form any union here. There is no chance to form any union. If I am running, suppose take for example, in my home only, I am giving opportunity those who are skilled labor, those who can prepare papads, and those who can manufacture pickles. What is my responsibility? What all the ingredients, necessary items or provisions are required for that? I'll give it to them, they'll prepare. Okay, so the workers who are working with me, I'll pay certain amount of salary in the form of salary. Okay, if sometimes what happens, the people those who are accompanied with me, if they want any amount in advance, I should be ready for that, and I'll give that amount in the form of loan or whatever you take. Hand loan it is, nothing but. Okay, so certain amount I'll give it to them, and ultimately what I want their work, I want their service. Okay, I'm not here to make every work. I cannot make pickle, I cannot prepare papad, I cannot stitch the cloths, I cannot weaving, I'm not a weaver to have a design on the cloths. Okay, I can't make the pots. For doing all such kind of works, I want different categorized people. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm taking work from them. So in return, what I'm giving, whenever it is necessary, in advance, I have to help them by giving hand loan or something else. Okay, so here, no need to form any association here. So you are the direct contact. You can ask what you want, what I want. We both can discuss together. Third person's interference is not necessary here. I want your service, you want my
My service.
support. That's it, there ends the matter. Is there any chance? Is there any opportunity, or is there any chance to form any association here?
No.
Nothing like that. So, this is one of the advantage in informal work. Informal work, the people those who are doing informal work, like what all the works I said, then it's not necessary, it is not compulsory to form any union or any association to fight with the system. Okay, and these informal works are not registered with the government also. It's not necessary to register with the government. So, by taking all such into consideration, the government decided to come forward, and they'll even most of the women are being without employment, So, here in the year 1971, one organization was established or started, which is called as SEWA. SEWA means nothing but Self-Employed Women's Association. In this, any women, whomever they belongs to, whatever the place they are coming from, okay, if they want to, suppose person A, B and C, three persons are there. So lady A wants to, are very skilled person to stitch the clothes, and someone is making very expert in making the pickles or cooking, someone is in something in some other area, like that. Self-Employed Women's Association means nothing but we have to create on our own to earn the money. We have to design in a way where we can generate the income. You can gather all the women at one place. Okay, you can gather all the women at one place, and whatever the work, wherever it is necessary, wherever it is compulsory, wherever it is required, you can take the employees in this scheme and they'll form an association, and what all the women are coming to work under this association, they will be assigned with different kinds of activities. They'll be assigned with the different kinds of activities, like they'll tie up with one company or they'll tie up with one handloom company, that in a month you have to manufacture these many cloths, these many products, and you have to hand over it to. Okay, so depends on that, the income also will be segregated, and the income also will be equally given to the women, those who are working in this association, which is permanently, it is a permanent organization. It has become like permanent organization. And let us know the other features of this SEWA, that is Self-Employed Working Women's Association. It's a small group of migrant means nothing but the people those who are migrating, the people those who are coming from one place to the another place. By taking all those women into consideration, they'll form an association which is called as Self-Employed Women's Association. So here the same example what I gave, the stitching cloth, Textiles Labor Association was formed in Ahmedabad Cloth Association, cloth market, to help improving their housing facilities. So TLA was the oldest and the largest textile workers union with which Mahatma Gandhi was closely associated. So at the time of independence, Mahatma Gandhi gave one slogan, మన వస్తువులు మనమే ప్రిపేర్ చేసుకుందాం, తయారు చేసుకుందాం, మన బట్టలు మనమే నేసుకుందాం అనేది ఒకటి ఒక లోగో ప్రిపేర్ చేస్తారు ఎవరు, మహాత్మా గాంధీ. సో ఇన్ దోస్ డేస్ Mahatma Gandhi is the one who started this logo, this caption like, we will produce our own products, we will weave clothes, our own clothes, instead of taking foreigners clothes. Okay, so such kind of system has been existed, and it was started in the year Ahmedabad Cloth Center, and they tied up with the Textile Labor Association, and the people, those who comes under this category, they tied up with that company and they started doing work parallelly and simultaneously. So the union helped these women to form SEWA in 1971, which later became a trade union in the year 1972. Normally, this SEWA was introduced or established in the year 1971, and later it has become like a, trade union in the year 1972, and this has become like trade union. Okay, this has become like a trade union. And Since then, Seva grew continuously with women working in different occupation becoming its members. So what I said, the people, those who are coming from nook and corner of the country, all such women came to this organization and they engaged themselves with different activities, and slowly they became the members of this trade union or Seva, that is Self-Employed Women's Association. Do you get the point what I'm saying? So the people, the women, those who are coming from nook and corner means what? Nalumulal nunchi, from the four corners of the country, the people are migrating from one place to the another place, and they engaged themselves with different kinds of activities where they can do and what they can do, and slowly one after the other they became the members of this organization, nothing but that trade union or Seva. Okay, Seva members have to fixed employee relationship, and they are not in a condition, this trade union or else this Self-Employed Women's Association, whatever it is, they will never maintain an owner and employer relation. I am the owner, you have to obey. This kind of environment was not there in Self-Employed Women's Association. As I said, whomever the members are coming, and when they are engaging themselves in different activities, okay, normally and slowly, one after the other, they are becoming the members in that organization. So the motto of that organization is to work unitedly, work together and solve the problems and get the funds wherever it is necessary, whatever they required. And they won't be in a position to maintain an owner and an employee's relationship. Completely they are against that. Okay, so Seva means what? Everyone is having the right to express their choice and express their opinion. So have no fixed employee and employee relationship with the Seva organization. And they barely have any assets or working capital. Any self-employed women can become a member of Seva. So here what is the minimal condition? A minimum condition is there. The members, those who wants to become a member of Seva, minimum they have to pay only 5 rupees to get the membership. How many rupees?
5 rupees.
They have to pay 5 rupees and take the membership in Seva to become its a member. So here what I mean to say, there is no relation between employee and employee relation. They won't continue like that. Okay, the minimum condition, the utmost condition of minute rule is that if any woman wants to become the member of Seva, minimum how many rupees? By paying 5 rupees, they can take the membership in Seva. Okay, and Seva helps self-employed women in addressing their grievances, improving their work culture and to become financially self-reliant in running their business. Hawkers, vendors selling vegetables, fruits, clothes, what or not, whatever the items are available in the market, that is household goods, any products which becomes to household activity, these people can sell on their own, and probably they are here to survive their families by earning income very legal manner, loyal manner, without making any fraud to the society. So this is all about the livelihood and how they struggled to get their the workers, the urban workers, equality, and how they are themselves, they secured their own employment. And permanent workers also we discussed, badali workers, contract workers, and the people, those who are working in medical factory, how many are permanent and how many are contract based workers, everything we discussed in very detail. And also why the people are migrating from one place to another place. When people are not getting adequate jobs, when they do not find sufficient job opportunities where they are staying, ultimately probably they are coming and shifting to the cities, and they are finding some sort of jobs which are said to be very odd. So they are engaging themselves like selling vegetables, selling pots, taking newspapers, distributing newspapers, working in tea stalls, working in cooking in some other houses at night time, and working in supermarkets, stitching the clothes, weaving, this and that. Many works are doing which comes under the category of informal work, and these informal works are not required to register with the government. So that's all about the livelihood and the struggle of urban workers lesson. Hope you understand very clearly what all the points we discussed. Okay,
Okay.
that's all for today's session. Have a nice